Hi guys, I'm Marlene and welcome to my home and garden channel, Marlene's How To's. In today's video, it's going to be about one of my favorite things, and that is dessert. We're going to be doing a dessert tablescape, and this is actually a part of an open collaboration hosted by my channel and co-hosted by Deborah Cabasa at Deborah Cabasa Living, Penny from at Penny's Place, and Roslyn from the JMom's Creation channels. And I'll be linking their channels in the description box below, so be sure to check them out once you've watched this video, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and be arranging some of our favorite things on a dessert table. I hope you like it. So let's take a look and see what I came up with today. So guys, these are the items that I used for decoration. First, I got 2 bunches of tiger lilies, and these are actually from the dollar store, and I just absolutely love them. You know, they're a pretty large size, you know, they stand out really well, and that pink is so beautiful. And over here, I also got a bunch of roses from there as well too, and I just love how they have that blush of pink on the edges. It just adds that extra, you know, touch of class to it. And here I got some sheer ribbon. And this is one of 2 types of ribbons that I'm going to be using in the decorations. This one is 6 yards long. And of course, I got my scissors ready to work with that. And this vase also came from the dollar store, and I have the glass beads that are in there as well. And over here, I have these beautiful Warwick china. My sister thrifted these, and this is actually the Avon Rose pattern. I thought that those were so beautiful. And this is a matching bowl right here. I may or may not use this one, but we'll see what's going to happen. And guys, remember that this is budget friendly, so of course we try to keep everything at a minimum cost, or just, you know, use things that are already, you know, available at home. And so to make the actual pops now, the donut pops, I'm going to be using these little donuts. These are mini donuts, quite inexpensive. And I have my knife and I'm going to work with it. And guys, please be careful with the knife when you use it. And also here I have my bamboo skewers. I got those from Walmart, and those were actually less than $1. And this is a vase. You've probably seen this in a previous video before. And I'm going to be using, I like this one because it has the depth to it and it's a solid color. And so that way, you know, when I use it, you won't see what's happening, you know, on the inside. So it's good to get a vase or container that you can see through. And over here I have some floral foam, and this one is, you know, fairly thick, and I'll leave a link in the description box where you can get similar types. So guys, we're going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'm just going to walk you through step by step on what I did. And over here you'll see the shredded paper that I used, and what I did was to line up the floral foam with the vase, and I'm going to use the knife and trim the edges off. Of course, if you have the circular ones that I'll link, then it'll be a little bit easier. You can always leave that step out, or sometimes it may be a little bit larger too, so you have to just go in and trim it. So this is what it looks like after I trimmed it. It fit in perfectly in there. And you know, make sure to leave at least an inch above it. We're going to fill in the shredded paper afterwards. And these are my bamboo skewers here. And guys, when I make this, bear in mind that it should not be used for really small children, you know, because they can get hurt with those. So this is really for children who are older, or if you are going to give it to a smaller child, make sure that they're, you know, under supervision. And guys, bear in mind that I do my decorating videos on Thursdays. I do the gardening ones on Fridays. And of course, to follow along on those, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap on the notification bell so they can be suggested to you, and you can decide which ones you want to watch. So this has 6 in there, and I'm going to be using all 6 of them. And so you want to make sure that you measure it out, you know, how far in you want to go, not so that it gets through the other side. And these are fairly delicate too, so you don't want to be handling them too much. It's good to have an idea. So I'm marking right here now exactly where I want the ribbon to go. So that way I'm going to put the ribbon on first, so you know it's already tied, so I won't be working it too much once I stick it into the donut. And I started off with this ribbon here, and I just love that plaid color. It reminds me of, you know, when I was growing up in school. We had to wear uniforms, and some of them that I wore when I was a little girl that was actually the pattern that was on there. And I'm going to also pair it with the sheer ones as well too, as you'll see towards the end of the video. So it's securely in place, and I'm going to go ahead and give it that fishtail cut at the end, just to give it a nice little extra touch on there. You just hold them together, make sure that they're even on both sides. You just go ahead and cut it that way, so you have the pointy part on the end. And just go ahead and get it straightened out. And I just stuck it in right there, making sure that it did not go all the way through the top. And be sure to make sure that it lines up really well before you stick it in, because one thing with the floral foam like this is not very forgiving. So if you start putting too many holes in it, then they're not going to hold up really well. So just kind of have an idea ahead of time where you want it to go, and just get it all lined up, and then you can have it stuck down in there. I thought one side was a little bit longer than the other, and I wanted them to be as symmetric as I could. So here I am, guys, going in and getting that taken care of. Still a little bit longer, so I'm going to just go in and cut it one more time. And that's the good thing about this, you can always go in and a little tweak it here and there. Of course, you can use larger ribbons if you want. You can make it longer and make a bow with it. Just depends on what you're going for. And here I'm just going to go ahead and do the other ribbons in a similar way. And this is a shredded paper that I have here. Of course, you can use different types. Some of them you can use different colors, especially like Easter time. If you're doing this, like say for Easter, then it would be good to get the green one, so that way it looks like you have little grass in there. Or you can maybe even use like green ribbons to look like leaves on it. I was just going for pink, so I used it that way today. And it's time for the reveal, guys. So here it is. This is how the floral bouquet turned out. And here we have the pops. That's what they're looking like there. Have a little grass spilling over just to give it that more natural look. And over here I have my marble cake made with my own two little hands, and it's actually vanilla and chocolate flavored. And you can see that I have the doily on there, and here are those beautiful plates. And I set some forks out, for the cakes and the other things. And of course, you can also put some spoons out, just depending on what you're having. And over here, you can see that I have a nice burlap runner with a lace down the middle. And this was pretty reasonable. I got it at Walmart. I think it was like $6.88 that I paid for it. So that was a pretty good price, I thought, especially with the lace in the middle. And it's reversible too. And over here, I have some parfait made with Greek yogurt, blueberries, strawberries, and a little bit of blueberry granola on the top. And that was so delicious. And right here I have some ice cream. This is shortcake ice cream, a strawberry shortcake, and I put some cherries on the top. It's melting a little bit, but that's okay. That's actually how I love my ice cream. You can see the drumstick back there. We'll just take a look over at it again. I'd love to see your comments as to which one would be your favorite, and what ideas that brings to mind, in getting yours for yourself. So I really loved, the flowers. I just thought that they were just so beautiful. That pink is just popping to me. It really is. And guys, if you like this video, like what you've seen, be sure to give me a like. Here is a close-up of the donut pops. I just love how everything turned out. And if you're, on a diet, you can always add in fruits like I did here. I put some apples there. Of course, you can add in things like strawberries in a little bowl, blueberries. You also have the options, you can get sugar-free options, you can get gluten-free options, you can get dairy-free options. There's so many choices out there, so don't limit yourself because you may have eating restrictions. And of course, you just wanted to do a little table for one. You can always have a nice bowl of ice cream. This right here is some Neapolitan. It has chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla, and a little drumstick is in the back there. So I really hope this gave you some really good ideas. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you all for being so faithful and just coming back every time to see my videos. And remember, the gardening ones are on Fridays and the decorating ones are on Thursdays. See you in the next video. Take care.